Hello everyone and welcome back to our Towns update. As you can see, we finally had a Northman show up, which is awesome. He's wearing some kind of opossum on his head. I'm not sure what that cranial accessory exactly is, but he is definitely rocking it. He's got a tail running down the back. I can only assume that our plan was successful, and we were. Holstein, he's actually living in this little elevated room that we made. So let's go ahead and get him furnished, because I feel bad. Like, I have a special spot in my heart for my Northman brethren. So let's go ahead and make him some cool furniture. So we don't need a purple throne. Let's avoid that. However, I don't think it's going to kill us to give him a table, a chair, and a bed. There we are. So now Holstein has a place to rest so that he can get a little bit more mileage out of his adventures. Taking a look at my kind of logs up here. We did lose a hero, but it was a crappy hero. So I'm really stoked that the crappy hero was replaced by Holstein. And Mr. Applebottom is also pleased. He's very stoked that the Northmen are here. So now, down here on this lair, I am still leaving these guards posted, and actually for the first time, I don't think I've ever seen Sadon come down here. What is this gentleman doing? What are you doing? Townie? Cease your buffoonery. Oh, I hope he's not grabbing those blue... Oh, no. Oh, no. Well, I'm not going to think about it for now. And so, our Northman is down here just punching goblins to death, just giving zero care, just annihilating everything in his path. I'm so stoked. He's now picked up the goblin's head and is using it as a weapon. What a bamf. This guy is my hero. I love this guy. He threw it at him. That was incredible. Oh, I love this guy. That's right, get over here. Sir Punchwood, come help Holstein. He's my new favorite character. That was the most epic thing I've ever seen in this game so far. Oh, hey, we have a gold seam. Oh, that's exciting. That is super exciting. Now, as we get deeper and deeper down into the layers, it looks like the different metals are becoming more and more prevalent, which is good. Hopefully there's a ton of gold around somewhere, and I hope this doesn't dead end out on me, because that's going to be the same problem that we ran into in the -8, and I just don't want to deal with it. And as you can see, our mines are just producing out of control. I may have not thought this out very well. We may end up buried in iron, just ridiculous amounts of iron. I could put it into production. I just haven't really sat down and done it yet. All of our statues are in place. All of our tables and chairs are in place. I'm going to go ahead and say that the tavern is, for the most part, finished at the moment. So let's move on to other projects. We are building a green roof over here, and I feel like this is going to instill some jealousy in my little society. I don't know. We're going to see how it goes, but if my townies start like kind of running around shouting at each other like, "Oh, my house has a green roof," and they just start getting on each other's nerves, I guess I'll have to curb them and start giving other people colored roofs. That's how I imagine my townies talk to each other. I think they're all just little kind of Cockney chimney sweeps. So, taking a look around, we do have some extra space here. And I think in the interest of self-preservation, I'm going to start knocking off chickens, because we have a lot of chickens. The chickens have clearly won the war against the cows, although we kind of gave the chickens an assist by eating the cows while they were fighting them. So we're going to turn off cow meat production. We're going to turn on chicken meat production. We're going to go to our cooking menu here, and we're going to stop making so many omelets. So go away, omelets. We no longer want you. You are no longer desirable to us. You no longer put a gleam in our eye. We are now making chickens. There we are. And I think 20 chickens should be enough. I don't think we're going to need too many more than 20 chickens. However, I am going to go ahead and build some more farms down here. And I don't know what kind of farm I want to build. Are there any Scootin' Beatons? Or are Scootin' Beatons only on other maps? I think Scootin' Beatons are only on other maps. And that word is tremendously fun to say. Like, just say it a few times. Sitting in your chair, just be like, Scootin' Beaton. Scootin' Beaton, Scootin' Beaton, Scootin' Beaton. It is a fun word to repeat ad nauseum. Now, I think... pigs? We have any pigs around? Let me see if there's any pigs. There's a piggy. So I don't know how many pigs I want, but I am going to remove my atelier. As soon as that green roof is done, I'm going to move it so I can have a little bit more farming space. Now, let's see. Green roof, are you finished? No, but stone roof is almost finished. Stone roof is on the job. He is finishing it. Sadon, man. The most unsanitary doors ever. Killing me, Sadon. Simply killing me. How am I supposed to talk to... How am I supposed to talk to other mayors and tell them that my city is nice? And Sadon's in the background, just rubbing his junk on the door. Killing me, buddy. Killing me! And you keep making me repeat this diatribe. Why? Why do you make me do it? Why do you make me do it, Sadon? I don't know. So now, once that green roof is done, I'm going to kill the atelier. I'm going to move it over here to this little stony area. I should probably actually flatten that out right now. And maybe I'll make this all piggies down here. Just a big old piggy farm. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully they're making some chickens now. I see a chicken because the floodgates are going to open in just a moment. I've noticed that my townies and my heroes tend to just be like, "Ah, now!" and eat all the food at the exact same time, and it's really unpleasant. It's really difficult to deal with fluctuations of that nature, and especially when you have a sizable work queue going where everybody's kind of doing their own thing, it can definitely cause problems. I think I'm going to go with a thatch roof on this house because I haven't had a thatched roof in a little bit, just to add to the randomness of the roofs. Maybe put a blue roof over here, just so this guy, Borin de la Place, well, he's got a great name, so having a great name means that you should have a green roof. There should be some rule written in life where if you have an awesome name, you just get like free roofs or something. I don't know. Your roofing shall be done for free if a cool name hast thee. I don't know. I was trying to make it rhyme, but I couldn't make it stick. Anyways, now we're placing, yay, and one of the things I really like now that I kind of wish you started with like 40 villagers and a kind of, I would love to see a mod for this game where you start with a bunch of villagers and a bunch of food so that you can just jumpstart. That would be fantastic. Kind of a sandbox mode with the admission of tons of extra, or maybe you could customize your start, like how much food you want to start with and how many civilians you want to start with, because I really do wish, for the sake of the Let's Play, that I could have started with this many villagers in the beginning, because look how quickly work gets done. Like I put work queues down and then things happen, and that's so rare. Now, we don't have enough flowers. I haven't automated my flower gathering yet. You'll have to forgive me, so we are going to go through and I'm just going to manually harvest as many of those flowers as possible. They should get it done. We have a reasonably sized workforce, so everybody should come sprinting down here like, hooray, let's oh my god, he's a bear man. Hallstein is a bear man. Please don't eat my civilian. Is he trying to eat my civilian? No. Okay. One of the side effects of lycanthropy is that it tends to make citizens disappear. At least that's the case in other games, so he made me a little nervous there for a moment. And oh my god, we are almost out of omelets. Cook more chickens! Come on, chicken side. I don't know if that's the right word for chicken homicide. I guess it'd be poultricide, maybe? Poultricide? Would that be the word we would use? I suppose. Anyways, let's not get sidetracked too long. I swear, my ADD gets the best of me every time I do a Towns episode, because I get so excited. I get so excited because I love playing Towns. This is one of those games that, like, I was really apprehensive about purchasing it because I had heard so much negativity about the game, and yet when I bought it, I've just had such a ridiculous amount of fun with it versus what I expected. I expected to play this game for like 10 minutes and be like, eh, and I figured I would agree with everybody else and just be like, eh, the game kind of sucks. But it's, honestly, I'm having fun with it. Oh my god, kill more chickens. What are you doing? Are we out of food? Christ. Make more chickens! No! Alright, so we've paused now. Let's deal with this food situation. I had a slight feeling this might occur. So I'm going to, there's no more work to be done down here. Hopefully, we do not starve to death. That would be incredibly embarrassing. So I hope we start killing off chickens. I'm going to increase the amount of chickens we're butchering. Maybe I don't have enough chickens being butchered. Butcher more chickens! Don't let us starve. Oh no. No, and we have a siege now. What else could go wrong? It looks like just a small stack of spiders, maybe? Oh, that's like 4 Does that really count as a siege? Like 3 spiders just kind of wander into the opposite end of the map? I don't know. Now, I'm really hoping that for the greater good here, we can get some chickens made. This gent is walking off with a cooked chicken. Whenceforth, I have no idea. There's 2 omelets down in the dungeon. God. This is horrible. What is happening? Alright, so I'm going to open up the floodgates on cows again, too, just in case. I want to make sure that we don't end up starving to death here, because that really is one of my greater fears in life. So let's go ahead and butcher cows. We'll get that done, and then in our cooking menu, we'll go ahead and we'll produce some steaks, and then we'll also continue producing... There we go. We'll continue producing omelets, just so somebody's making... Everybody here should be making something, and so we should see everyone spring into action, thereby hopefully avoiding a horrible situation in which we end up starving to death, which altogether does not sound that pleasant. Now, I'm going to give this just a moment, and they're all eating raw food. Lovely. Which means everybody should have a nice bout with gastrointestinal disease very shortly. Everybody's going to have parasites. God, what are you doing, townies?
We're so hungry, sir. Please feed us.
I don't know what to do. Hopefully this turns out okay. There's still an omelet down here, just nobody felt like making the run down into the dungeon to go get it. I have townies running around starving everywhere, just milling through wondering if they can eat this iron. Is this edible? I'm so hungry. My boot leather. Now, on this floor, what is that? It's pink. Snickerite. Huh. Alright. Looks like there's snicker skulls everywhere, which means we're doing a pretty decent job of clearing our way through the dungeon. But the strange proficiency with which some of these enemies drop iron weapons really leaves me kind of disappointed with the loot quality. Like a bone axe, really? We're on the -10. What are you doing? I mean, we could definitely use some better gear at this point. And I will probably... Oh no, there's a ghost. Let's see what's going up on this floor. And we lost someone else. Did they starve? Let's see here. I don't know. We're missing a citizen. I'm gonna make the brash assumption that he starved. I'm not sure what to think right now. So our food production is kind of willy-nilly at the moment, so I'm gonna unlock the door there and get some bread going. Just because it produces quickly, and we may have just lost a citizen to starvation. I'm not positive. I'm kind of looking through, and I don't see anybody being dead. Sadon Thorell. What did he die of? Oh, he got eaten by the spider siege. Whatever. We don't care. That's fine, as long as no one's starving. You can get eaten to death by giant spiders, just don't starve in Mount Worthless. That is against the rules. You may not starve in my city. So now that that's back open, I'm thinking we may just want to produce meat pies. So they are making some bread, I guess. I'll make a couple breads, keep those running, and when we have meat available, hopefully they'll make meat pies. You can only make meat pies out of steak, which is really disappointing. You can't have a chicken meat pie, which is weird because chicken pot pies are like the most common type of meat pie that I consume. But maybe I'm just abnormal. Maybe I am outside the normal curve. So now that the food situation is being remedied and I've kind of opened the floodgates for bread production. What in the hell is that? Firehead. What is Firehead? I'm going to take a rough guess and say that possibly his head is made of fire, and that maybe the thermal cranial qualities surrounding his dome are perhaps higher in temperature than those in the other areas. But other than that, I can't really say too much about this guy. It looks like he's got some kind of fire ability. He looks pretty grumpy. I don't think he's going to be friendly. Well, hopefully somebody comes down here and just handles him. He's healthy, which means he dominated that other hero. If he ends up killing my Northman, my Highlander, I'm going to be really, really disappointed, because him and his Opossum hat are like the coolest thing I've ever seen. But he really does need to equip a weapon. Although turning into a bear works too. That just goes to show, if you don't have a weapon and someone is attacking you, turn into a bear. Most people don't know they can do that. Turn into a bear. It solves most problems. That or have a bear as a pet, which has always been a dream of mine. That's on my bucket list. I either want to hug and or have a pet bear. Both of those seem pretty awesome. Now we need to dig a grave. Switching gears, we need to get rid of that dead body over there. So let's go ahead. And actually, I think we probably... Well... I suppose we'll do a moss-covered tomb here. he'll get kind of a cool memorial. Just because he died in the service of Mount Worthless. I'm kind of brushing over that fact that he did die defending the city from siege. So maybe I shouldn't be such a jerk and just leave his body to rot out here with a stink cloud. There you go. Now he doesn't have a stink cloud. It's much more respectful. So, I'm also going to go ahead and finish my thatched roof here. And I'm on the wrong layer. As always, Splattercat is on the wrong layer. There we go. And we'll lay down a straw roof. And once that's there... Let's see. Should I start building up that wall yet? I'm pretty excited about almost being done with our little residential area, but... It's been a long, strange journey, hasn't it, guys? It's been weird. It has been strange and weird. People starving to death. This has been like the Oregon Trail of towns runs. It's just nobody's making it out. Now that that green roof is finished, yes, the green roof is finished, we can go ahead and destroy our atelier. Delete. There we are. And they did flatten out this land right here, so we're going to get our zones. And there's our atelier. And honestly, we can use up like all that space on just a big old atelier, to be honest, because we can't use the space for farming anyways because there's stone everywhere. And it looks like we have 5 of those little easel kind of ink mixing, dye mixing areas, and 4 of those. Okay. I just want to make sure I place the proper amount so that I don't end up building extras. 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then we also had this skinning table. We had 4 of those. There we are. And they should come down shortly and move those. And so now we're whittling through our cows again, though, in a disappointing manner. But it does look, on the plus side, it does look like our food situation is slightly remedied, so that's a plus. At least for the moment, but with 45 people, the strange thing that I've noticed is if they all bum rush the kitchen at the same time and decide to eat at the exact same moment, you're pretty much hosed no matter how much food production you have, and you're going to have to halt everything else and just kind of get more food production going. In the videos that I've seen, I've never noticed people running out of cows, and it seemed like they had way less cow farms than me, so it's a little bit of a strange situation here. I don't know exactly how this is going. I think I will place a barrel here. So we'll get some storage barrels. And what we'll do is we'll put these in here so that the dyes have a place to go. So that they're not just laying over there. I'll make sure to go through all these in just a moment and disable them so that they don't have all kinds of strange stuff being stored in them. I usually have the option enabled in the options, but I did have to reformat my hard drive recently, so I may not have gone through and reset all my options for the most efficient playstyle. How many of these houses are not taken? Several of them. Okay. So we do still have some room for extra immigrants, so we could probably get up to 48 or so people, 50 maybe. I haven't looked at all of my housing situation yet, but let's go back down to the dungeon and see how things are going in the -10. Now, this guy seems to be holding down the fort pretty well. I'm kind of tempted to send the Hefties after him, and we'll see what happens. Yeah, let's do it. Let's have a giant battle with the Hefties. Let's go, Hefties, roll out. It's time. Fighting this firehead guy. Oh, Sir Punchwood's gonna get in on it. Oh. Well, that was anticlimactic. Are you serious? I swear. I was expecting an incredible battle. A testament to the skill and strength of the hefty he-bitches, but Sir Punchwood decided to go ahead and rain all over my carnival, just to completely and totally shit on my sunshine. And that's fine. Sir Punchwood, your day is coming. Maybe I'll sick the Hefties on you for an epic battle. Although he does have a lot of cool gear now. He's kind of bumping it. He's kind of the big pimp Mac Daddy of our heroes. He is rocking some ridiculously good gear. And my bear is up in here just eating people, and he's making a run for it now. Apparently turning into a bear did not solve that problem. He's burning to death as well. That'd be kind of an interesting feature that they would add, like if they could spread fire around, like in Dwarf Fortress. Like your bear man runs back into town on fire and just ends up setting your entire city on fire. Oh, that would be a mess. Now, taking a look at the food situation, I think that's evened out. It seems like almost every episode I get this weird influx of people just trying to eat my food. And it looks like we're almost out of cows, so I guess I'll turn off steak production again and just hope that they kill chickens efficiently. I don't know why they're so much more excited about killing cows than they are about killing chickens. I don't know, maybe they have like a chicken fetish or something. My people just love chickens. They're like, no! Don't make us kill our chickens. We love them. Chickens are petable. Now, what else is going on? I think this may be a good spot to break off this episode, to be honest. I think this might be running a tad long. But before we leave, let's place this last block and say huzzah for finishing the second to last house in our little residential area. Maybe I'll do another stone roof over here on this place. But my name is Splattercat. Thank you so much for joining me. As always, it is great to have you here in Mount Worthless. I consider this city to be ours, not just mine, and so every time you come and visit with me, it is an enjoyable experience, and I hope to see you next time. If you enjoyed the videos, please do not hesitate to like and sub maybe if you really like the video. I mean, only if you really, really like the videos. But the likes do help me on the search engine on YouTube. It helps me get a little bit more exposure, and that is bueno. So I will see you guys next time. Take care out there.